Hey guys, Cinema Sickness here, headed out to do a bit more cinema hunting, sort of. The reason why I'm actually headed out to where I'm going right now is actually to get pizza. I'm actually going to get pizza. That's the reason why I'm headed out here. But I'm actually driving a little bit of a distance to get this pizza, so figured why not do a little hunting while I'm going out here, since we're heading to Delaware. In fact, I'm just about to hit the border right now. I'm hitting the Welcome to Pennsylvania sign, and I'm about to hit the Welcome to Delaware sign. The reason why we're headed out here again is to get pizza. There's a really good pizza place out here. Yes, I do drive all the way to Delaware sometimes. It's like a 45-minute drive to get pizza, but it's not delicious. But on the way out here, I passed a few Goodwills. So I figured I'm going to hit those Goodwills up, see what they have going on, and wait, hold on. And welcome to Delaware. I'm officially in Delaware now, so very awesome. So like I said, I hit a few Goodwills along the way, and I figured why not actually stop at them, do a little hunting while we're going out here. And who knows, maybe I'll stop at some other stores as well. I'm not too sure. As far as like good stores to stop at, Goodwill is really the only thing along the way. I mean, there are some things like Big Lots and chain stores like Walmart, stuff like that, but I've been to those recently. I'm sure they're not going to have a lot more in the way of anything different as opposed to the other stores I've been to recently, so I'll probably skip those. Who knows, we'll see, but I'm definitely going to hit up the Goodwills, see what they have going on, and like I said, who knows, maybe we'll hit up some other stores along the way. We'll just kind of play it by ear, see how things go. But like I said, head out to Delaware. Well, I shouldn't say head out to Delaware right now. I am in Delaware right now. So I'm going to go get some pizza and do some hunting. But first, we're going to go, as people just slam the brakes on in front of me. This guy has no idea where he's going. I'm sorry, this guy's swerving around in front of me like a crazy man. Yeah, there he goes. He finally chose what lane to go into. Anyway, so one of the many times you almost witnessed me get into an accident while doing one of these videos. So anyway, we're gonna go hit up a Goodwill first. There's actually a Goodwill right outside, right here on the border. I see it in the distance. We're gonna go hit up that Goodwill first, since it's the first thing I hit, and then go get some pizza, and then go hit up the other two Goodwills. So I'm gonna shut up now. Let's go do some hunting and get some delicious food. Well, all right, guys, here we are at our first Goodwill stop. I actually had to park pretty far away. It seems very, very crowded here today. I had to park like way, way, way in the back of the building. Pretty crazy, but let's see what they have here. This Goodwill is hit or miss. Sometimes I find some really good deals. Sometimes I find absolutely nothing. But let's go in and see what they have today. All right, guys, here they are, all their VHS, DVDs, and some CDs as well. Decent prices. But the question is, do they have anything good? Here's Fearless. Might want to pick that up. So I see some okay stuff and some Disney titles. I don't really want Santa Claus, but interesting that they have Disney titles at all. Here's In Search of the Castaways. That's pretty cool. Already had that, though. But still really cool to see Disney titles here. Here's the Best of Beakman's World on VHS. So some okay stuff here. Some actual good titles. Very cool. But again, the question is, do they really have much in the way of anything I need? I'm not seeing a crazy amount. Maybe a few things here and there I want to pick up. But off the bat, not a ton of stuff, which is kind of a shame. But like I said, this Goodwill tends to be very hit or miss. Sometimes I find some really good deals, sometimes not so much. Here's Jiminy Cricket's Christmas. Already have that, but still really cool to see that as well. So like I said, guys, I'm not seeing too much. Maybe a few titles, but nothing too crazy. So I'm going to put the camera down, look through this a little bit better, and hopefully I'll come across some good titles. So just got done looking through all the DVDs and VHS, but of course there's one last thing we got to check out, and that's the electronics. But unfortunately, don't see anything over here. Just some DVD players, VHS players, nothing I need to pick up. A few bins of records here. Might look through here, see if there's any laser discs, but I'm not going to hold my breath. So unfortunately, it looks like I'm picking up only a couple titles, nothing all that great. But like I said, this is only the first stop today. We're going to hit up a whole bunch more Goodwills, so let's get out of here and go hit up those other stores. Alright, well that trip to Goodwill was alright. It paid off on a couple good titles here. Nothing all that amazing, but still some okay deals. So now we're going to go get the pizza, and then we'll go hit up some other Goodwills. So let's go get some delicious pizza. I'm starving. Really want to go get some food now. And then once I fill up, we'll do some more hunting. Here it is, boys and girls. Grotto Pizza, the legendary taste. Oh, look at that. It is so delicious. I love it. Alright, so let's eat it, and then go do some more hunting. So good. Alright guys, we're now here at Goodwill number 2. This is the Goodwill in Exton, Pennsylvania. One you've seen me at many times before, and one that I've actually gotten some really good deals at recently. So let's go in, and hopefully they'll have some good deals today. Alright guys, let's see what they have, and actually they look to be a little bit picked through, so I'm not really knowing what they're going to have here today. Definitely a lot less titles than last time I was here. Still an okay amount, so possibly some good deals in here, but definitely not quite the selection they had last time. So off the bat, I'm not really seeing much of anything, unfortunately. Of course, like always, I'll have to pick through here and see if they have anything good. Some more DVDs over here.
Oh, you know what? I'll take it. I did, and I thought.
But again, nothing all that great. Or at least nothing I don't already have anyway. Some CDs, maybe some good CD soundtracks in there, possibly. A few VHS tapes. Some more CDs down there. A few more CDs over here. A couple DVDs. But again, I'm not seeing anything all that great off the bat. But I'm going to put the camera down now, look through here a little bit better, and hopefully I'll come across at least one or two good titles. Okay, at a Goodwill. There's always such a huge line in that Goodwill. I don't think I've ever shopped in there where I haven't had to wait like 20 minutes in line. It's ridiculous. And of course, in front of me was this like old lady who had no idea what she was doing. She was looking for her car, and I kept telling her she didn't need it, but she wanted to find it. Oh, jeez. It was insane, but I got some movies and a couple of soundtracks too, which is pretty cool. So I got some good stuff, some good deals. After looking around a little bit more, I actually found a few things that I wanted to pick up. Just how it goes. You just root through a little bit and you end up coming across some good titles. The only downfall is that the prices are mediocre. They're not like the couple Goodwills I usually go to around my house that have like much better prices. Their prices are just a little bit higher, which does suck, but I still got some really good deals. So, all right, so that's it for this Goodwill, but now we're going to head to one last Goodwill, which is a Goodwill close to my house. It's actually a Goodwill I was at a few days ago, but we're driving past it, so I figured, what the hell? Let's just check it out. So let's go to that Goodwill and then head home. Scooby! All right, guys, last stop, last Goodwill of the day. Then this is the Goodwill a little bit close to my house. I was just here a few days ago, so will I actually find anything here? Not really expecting too much, but hey, I was driving by, so I figured why not stop in, check it out. Who knows? Maybe they put some new stock out. So let's go in, see if they got anything good. All right, here are all the DVDs and whatnot, and I don't really see anything new. It looks pretty well picked through, especially since last time I've been here. I don't think they put anything new out, so unfortunately, guys, I'm already gonna probably call this one a bust. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Again, just looks like all the same stuff they had, and it's been picked through. Same VHS, same DVDs. I mean, I think that's new. That's about it. And I have no interest in that. So unfortunately, guys, nothing here. Of course, I will go back and look at the CD soundtracks, see if there's anything good back there, but I doubt it. Well, guys, just like I thought, unfortunately, no CD soundtracks, nothing I need to pick up. In fact, it looks like this has already been pretty well picked through. I mean, not as picked through as the DVDs and VHS, but still definitely picked through. So unfortunately, nothing here. But like I said, wasn't really holding my breath as I was just here a few days ago. So let's get out of here, go home, and take a look at what I got today. Well, guys, perhaps I spoke a little bit too soon. As I was walking out, decided to just quickly walk past all the records because who knows, maybe there was a Laserdisc or two in here. Unfortunately, that was not the case. But right below it are some CDs. No idea why these are back here. There actually are some soundtracks in here, and this one I'm definitely grabbing. The I Love Lucy's Greatest Hits Babalu Music. So picking that up. There were a few other soundtracks in here. Waiting to Exhale, Reality Bites. There's Friends, 90210. So a lot of other soundtracks I have no interest in, and I'm definitely not picking up, but a few in here. So unfortunately, don't need those soundtracks as I either already have them or just don't want them. But this one right here, I don't have, so I'm definitely grabbing that. Well, all right, guys, back from Delaware, back from hunting, back from getting delicious pizza. Yes, I assure you, it's a 45-minute drive to another state, but it's totally worth it. The pizza is that good. I love going out there. I love getting that pizza, and I'm a fan of just driving, too. I've always liked just getting in the car and just taking off for a little while. I find it relaxing. I find driving relaxing. As long as, it's not during like rush hour or something like that. I like just going for a drive. So sometimes I figured, hey, I'm just going to drive and go get some delicious pizza. Just, take a nice relaxing trip. And sometimes also do a little cinema hunting along the way. There were a few other stores I could have stopped at, but I just figured I'm just going to do Goodwill today. Today's just going to be a Goodwill hunt. And I figured I'd stop at the one right on the border of Pennsylvania and Delaware that I stop at every now and then that I have some luck at. Definitely wanted to stop at the one in Exton because I've been having real good luck there recently. I got some okay stuff there today, and I also wanted to stop at the one that's a few towns over from me that I just stopped at a few days ago. But you know, it's always worth it a shot. I'm driving past a Goodwill. Of course, I'm going to stop, even if I just been there. So anyway, let's get down to it. Take a look at what I got. And I got some awesome stuff today. You know, just a decent haul here. Nothing amazing, but still a decent haul. So the first store, or the first Goodwill that I hit up, grabbed myself a few good titles. First thing I picked up here was Fearless. Definitely a Jeff Bridges movie that I've wanted to see for some time now. I've heard good things, and I actually thought I already owned this one for some reason. This is just one of those movies that I think I've been wanting to get for so long and hearing a lot of people talk about recently for some reason that I don't know, maybe somewhere down the line I thought I had it, but I checked all my lists, even checked my collection when I got here. I don't seem to own this one, so it always goes to show you, if you see a movie and you're like, well, I really want that, and you go, wait, I think I had that movie, just double check, because if you get home and you find out, damn it, you know what, I didn't have that, you're going to be angry at yourself. Or if you do have it and you didn't check and you end up buying another copy, you're going to be pissed off too. So it's always handy to have a list. I keep my list at cinemasickness.com, just my website, so anytime I want to know what I have or don't have, I can just go on my iPhone, go to my website, look at my list, and I can see if I have it or not. So anyway, didn't have this one yet, but I've been hearing a lot about this recently for some reason. I don't know why. It seems like everybody's just recently talking about this movie. Heard some friends talking about it, heard a review on it recently. The morning radio show I listened to, they were talking about this, so just kind of weird. The last few weeks, I've been hearing a lot about this movie, so definitely a movie I wanted to see, and had to pick it up. $3 seemed like a great deal. And then also for $3, I grabbed something that I got just based on the logo alone, and that is Little House on the Prairie, but right there, the Disney logo. That's all I needed to know. Grabbed this for $3 as well. It's actually a 2-disc set, which is pretty cool. I guess it says episode 1 through 6, so I didn't see any of the listings of this on any website or anything like that, like a part 2 or something, so maybe this is just a 6-part, like, mini-series or something. I really don't know. I never really watched the original Little House on the Prairie, you know, the classic TV series. Never watched that, just never really my thing. But this had the Disney logo on it. That's really all I can say. It had the Disney logo on it. I had to get it. I pretty much had to pick up anything that has a Disney logo on it. You know, unless it's like Hannah Montana or something like that. Then I can skip it. But again, I just thought it looked interesting. I don't know. Could be good. Could be bad. But it's got the Disney logo on it for $3. A double disc Disney set. I figured I'd grab it. And I'll check it out. We'll see if it's any good. And then the last thing I picked up, this was pretty cool. This I also almost didn't grab because this I knew I had, sort of, but you'll see what I mean by that. And that is the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection VHS release of Mary Poppins. Now, some of you may be thinking, some of you who've been watching my videos for a while now is probably thinking, didn't you complete your Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection VHS set like a long time ago? Yes, I did. But when I picked this one up, I started looking at it and I'm thinking, I don't really recognize that artwork on the front. I mean, I recognize it, I've seen it before, but I think that's different than the VHS copy I have. So I went online, quickly looked up, you know, the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection VHS release of Mary Poppins, and I started seeing 2 different types of artwork. I thought, that's it. That's why it doesn't look familiar, because I must have the other one. And I have it right here to show you. This is the one I have. Still brand new, factory sealed, awesome. As you can see, 2 completely different artworks, both from the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection release, but 2 different artworks. The sides are a little bit different too. So I am a collector of the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection sets. I want to have every single one of these, and up until today, I thought I did, but apparently there are variations. I'm going to have to like start double checking now, make sure there aren't different variations than some of the other ones I have. If there are, I'll have to look into picking those up. But as you see, definitely different variations here. I think the only difference is, I mean, this says fully restored limited edition. This one doesn't, so maybe there's different. Maybe they like remastered this one or something. It's a little bit better quality. I have no idea. I don't know if there is actually any difference between these 2 releases other than this one's from like 2 years after this one. But regardless, just different variations in artwork. So of course, had to pick this one up. Got it for $1. Seemed like a great deal. And now I guess I have the complete Masterpiece Collection. Like I said, there could be more variations. And now that I found this one, I'm going to really look into that and make sure that there aren't any other variations. Because if there are, I'm going to have to get them. Okie dokie. So the next go I hit up, this was the one in Exton, Pennsylvania. Like I said, I've been having some good luck there recently. And all things considered, the most stuff I picked up was actually from there today. So it's It's a really good Goodwill. I'm glad I hit that Goodwill up a lot. In fact, last time I was there, I got that 3D Blu-ray player for $25. Perfect working condition. That was awesome. So I've been having some real good luck with it recently. So the first thing I picked up were 3 CD soundtracks. First one here being the soundtrack to Dead Man on Campus. Very cool. Some good bands on here. Marilyn Manson, Blur, Elastica. Let's see. Goldfinger. I love Goldfinger. So definitely some good bands on here. Great movie too. A movie I haven't watched in a while. I gotta rewatch this one sometime soon. But great movie and great soundtrack. Got these for, there we go, $1.97 a piece. I took all the price tags off these. Probably should have waited. But $1.97 a piece. So $2 for these. Not a bad deal. Then I got the soundtrack to The Cedar House Rules, which is a great movie. Really enjoyed this one. Charlize Theron's ass. You get to see in this movie. Love that. Sorry. But the soundtrack, it looks like just a score. So I'm sure it'd be all right. And then this was really cool. Definitely worth the $2 because I love picking up these soundtracks. And that's the soundtrack to Monsters, Inc. Love picking up Disney soundtracks. I hope someday to have every Disney soundtrack to at least every animated movie. Of course, I love all the Disney soundtracks, like every Disney movie, but I really want to get all the soundtracks to at least all the animated movies, all the Pixar Disney movies and all the just regular Disney movies. I want to have every soundtrack, and I got a lot of them now. I'm pretty close, but definitely don't have all of them yet. So, had to grab this. That is awesome. Can't wait to check this one out. Probably should listen to this one in the car on the way home because I really look forward to checking this out. Just love Disney soundtracks. Very cool to get that for $2. Then I picked up, not for $4.97. It says $4.97 right there, but that's not how much it was. It was actually only this was only 47 cents. All their VHSs were 47 cents. I don't know why that sticker was on there. I pointed it out to the lady, and she said, "Oh yeah, that's not right." And there actually was another sticker on the side that had the correct price on it, and that is, I hope I pronounce this right, Zardoz, a movie I've heard of. Yeah, look at that right there. Yeah, I mean, just Sean Connery right there looking all yikes. I've never seen this movie, but I certainly know of it. I've seen many reviews on it. I've seen many film clips from this, and let me put it this way. The reason why there's a picture overneath or over top of him right there is because he's wearing just this little kind of like codpiece thing, and it's disgusting. I mean, look how hairy he is, and just eek, yikes. But yeah, I hear this is pretty cheesy. I hear it's pretty bad, but it's always a movie I wanted to have in my collection. So for 47 cents on VHS, I figured I'd pick it up, finally check it out, although I'm going to probably have a really hard time watching this one because of that right there. Yikes indeed, but had to grab it. Then I picked up, and this I almost didn't grab, but I did a little research on it, and I figured I'd pick it up, and that is The Aviator, but this year being the exclusive bonus disc. This was a Walmart exclusive. And the reason why I didn't pick this up is because a lot of times these what's on these discs, when you get, like, back when they released the DVD, what was on these exclusive discs ended up making their way onto the Blu-ray release. But I did a little research, looked it up, and apparently that is not the case. What's on here is not on any Blu-ray release. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, please correct me. But from the research I did while in the store on my phone, it doesn't look like the 2 special features on here are actually on any of the releases. Comes with Howard Hughes, a brief biography, not the Modern Marvels documentary that's on the actual DVD and Blu-ray release, but a brief biography, and also a red carpet extravaganza, which I guess is just from the Aviator premiere. So, like I said, from what I can see, these 2 bonus features are not available on any of the DVD or Blu-ray releases. So, I figured I'd definitely grab this. Very cool to get this. Paid. God damn it, I'm forgetting how much I paid for all these. I believe I paid $3 for these as well. So, very cool. Like I said, Walmart exclusive. Just need to have. And even if, honestly, I've kind of become a sucker for picking these up anyway. Even if the special features do come on, like the Blu-ray, I've just kind of become, I've really become interested in picking these up because they're like exclusive releases. They're just interesting. These kind of get chucked in the trash a lot. You don't see these so often. You'll see the movie all the time, but these little bonuses just kind of make their way, I guess, into the trash, or just not in the stores. I don't see them as much. So I've kind of become a sucker for picking these up. So very cool. Now this is awesome. This I'm going to watch real soon because this is a movie that, it's just one of those movies I've wanted to see for a long time now. I remember this movie came out. I remember seeing the trailers for it years ago. And it's just been one of those films I've always wanted to see. And I don't come across it a ton, but when I do, it's usually not in good shape. So finally came across a good copy of this. Had to pick it up for $3. Seemed like a no-brainer. And that is 6 Days, 7 Nights. Like I said, I've been wanting to see this movie for probably since I'd say since it came out. I've been wanting to see this movie. I remember seeing the trailers for it. That looked interesting back when I originally saw them. And just something I've been on the hunt for some time now. And finally came across a good copy, so of course had to grab it. And I definitely look forward to checking this one out. I'll be watching it real soon because it's definitely a movie I want to see. This is really cool. This I actually almost thought I had as well, and had to double check. And the more I start thinking about it, I know I came across this, I think either like a year or two ago at a flea market, but I believe the discs were scratched, which is why I passed on it. These are in perfect shape. So I did come across a copy of this before, but I didn't pick it up because of the condition. So I finally grabbed the copy. That is Tenacious D, The Complete Masterworks. Very cool. Love Tenacious D. This comes with just a boatload of their videos and whatnot. Very, very awesome. Has HBO short films, TV appearances, more music videos, HBO episodes, live concerts. So very, very cool. That is awesome. Again, love Tenacious D. And very glad I got this. Grabbed it for $3 as well. That was a steal. Very cool. Now, this is a movie that I've heard bad things about. I come across this movie all the time, both on DVD and Blu-ray for good prices. Usually like DVD and Blu-ray for like $5 a piece, which is a great price. In fact, I almost didn't grab this because I know I'm going to come across a Blu-ray for like $5 real soon. But I figured what the hell, for $3 on DVD, I'm going to pick it up. It was in good shape. And like I said, I've been hearing really bad things about this. It doesn't get very good reviews, but I've always been interested in checking it out due to the lineup and due to what the movie's about. I've just always been interested. So even though I've been hearing bad things, I figured for $3, I'll finally jump on it, I'll finally grab it, and I'll decide for myself, and that is Contagion. Like I said, I've been hearing really bad things about this movie. It doesn't get very good reviews. I've read reviews, I've seen people review this movie. People seem to trash this film, and I don't know. I figured I'll just judge for myself because I've really been interested in seeing it. And that's something I always say. If you're really interested in seeing something, if you come across this title like all the time, and maybe you're like, I really want to see that movie, but I've heard such bad things, but every time you see it, you think about getting it, just get it. If you can get it for a good price, just pick it up, watch it, judge for yourself. As long as you're getting it for a good deal, you're not really wasting any money. I paid $3 for this. If I don't like it, it was $3. Not a big deal. Then I can at least say I finally saw it, and then I got to judge for myself what I thought of this movie. And like I said, I look forward to checking it out, even though I've heard bad things. So for $3, definitely had to pick that one up. And then the last DVD I got, this one I actually got for $3.97. So this one was a little bit more. This was $4. I picked up Jeff Foxworthy, Totally Committed. Brand new factory seal, which is why I guess it was $1 more. Now, like I've recently said, I've never really been into Jeff Foxworthy or really the blue-collar comedy team, with the exception of Ron White. I do like his stand-up, but all the rest of the guys, like Larry the Cable Guy and like Bill Engvall and stuff like that, I've never really been all that into. But the reason for that is because I never really watched much of their stand-up. I've seen little bits and pieces of it, and what I've seen is very kind of like, redneck jokes. I mean, especially for Jeff Foxworthy, redneck jokes and really southern kind of jokes and whatnot, which makes sense for their style of comedy. But that was never really my thing. I was never really into that type of comedy. But once I finally picked up the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, actually I haven't even watched the DVD yet. I actually picked up the soundtrack, and the soundtrack is basically just like I think there's like 4 songs on it, and the rest is just all the stand-up from the actual movie. I listened to it, and I was cracking up laughing. It was actually pretty funny, and from that I realized, all right, I kind of made a mistake. Shouldn't have gone all these years without listening to these comedians. They're actually pretty damn funny, and now I'm into them, and now I want to pick up their stand-up. So, of course, coming across this brand new factory seal for $4, definitely had to pick it up. This would be the first time I've ever seen a standalone Jeff Foxworthy special. So I look forward to checking it out, and hopefully it's as good as a stand-up in the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. I definitely hope so. Very cool. And then the last good one I hit up, this was the one a couple towns over from me, the one in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, the one I was just at a few days ago. But like I said, I was driving by, so of course, why not stop in? And unfortunately, nothing really new. Same DVDs, they've been picked through. Same CDs, those are picked through as well. But just on a whim, I happened to walk past the records just to kind of briefly glance over them, see if there's any Laserdisc maybe mixed in there, and I saw that little plastic bin of CDs. So, of course, looked through there, and there were actually some CD soundtracks in there. Now, they were either stuff I didn't want or stuff I already had, so I didn't really need to pick any of those up, except for one title, and that was Babalu Music, I Love Lucy's Greatest Hits, which is actually produced by Weird Al Yankovic. Now, it says somewhere on here, I remember reading, I guess it was Inside or something, somewhere on here, it did say produced by Al Yankovic, and I started thinking, is there a guy, like a producer with just that name, or is this Weird Al? Did Weird Al produce this? So I did there it goes, produced by Al Yankovic. Yeah, so did a little research, and yes, Weird Al actually produced this. Pretty interesting. And apparently the first song, Babalu Music, which is kind of like a it's kind of like a remix of like some like I Love Lucy. It's like the song Babalu kind of like remixed with some like I Love Lucy like bits and stuff thrown into it. Apparently Weird Al is the one who like did that song. So very interesting. So had to grab this. It has 18 tracks, all of them being from what I've listened to this. I listened to this on the way home actually. All of them from what I can tell being songs actually from this series, except for the Babalu Music, the first one, which is kind of like a remix song. But all the rest, actually I lied, there's 19 songs on here. But all the rest are actually from the series, and I love I Love Lucy. So this is really cool, especially since it has the I Love Lucy theme. That is awesome. So very cool. Definitely had to grab this. Paid 97 cents for this. Awesome deal. Glad that I just happened to come across this by accident. Like I said, I wasn't even going to go over there. Wasn't even going to look at the records, but just on a whim, figured I would just check since I didn't find anything else in the store. Figured I would just look. And there they were, that little bin of CDs, and this was in it. So very cool. Definitely had to grab this. 97 cents. Awesome deal. So there you go, guys. That was it for my trip to Delaware. Although I say trip to Delaware, but like only one of the Goodwills was in Delaware. The other two were in Pennsylvania. But still, I got some awesome deals today. Definitely a good hunt. Got some good pizza. Got some good titles. You can't complain about that. So anyway, guys, that's it for today. So like I said, if you like, or like I always say, if you like this video, please give me a like. If you're not already subbed, please do. And if you're not already over at cinemasickness.com, head on over there, click on the shop tab, purchase yourself a Cinema Sickness sticker or a Cinema Sickness bun. I really appreciate the support. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.